Hello students, welcome to the video lecture series of Digital Fundamentals. I am your instructor Farnaz Patel and today we'll be covering module 2 which is Combinational Digital Circuits. This is the content we'll be covering today, which includes Introduction to Digital System, Introduction to Combinational Circuits, Standard Representation of Logical Functions, Canonical or Standard SOP or POS, M notations, mean terms and max terms, and methods to simplify the Boolean equation or expression. Before getting into the combinational logic circuit, let's get quick introduction about digital systems. What are digital systems? Digital system is a system which processes or works upon the digital signals to produce another digital signals, which means it takes the input as digital signals and produces another digital signals. Digital systems are of two types. One is combinational logic circuits and another is sequential logic circuits. Let's learn about combinational logic circuits. So in combinational logic circuits, output depends only on the present inputs. Also, it can have multiple inputs and it gives one or more outputs. In the combinational circuit, there will be logic gates only, and it does not require any memory element to store previous information. Example of combinational circuits are adders, subtractors, comparators, code converters, encoders, decoders, multiplexers, and demultiplexers. This is the block diagram of combinational circuits, which takes n inputs and gives m outputs. Next topic is standard representation of logic functions. Any logical expression can be expressed in two forms. Number one is sum of products, which is SOP form, and another one is product of sum, which is POS form. Here, sum represents OR function and product represents AND function. In other words, sum is group of literals ORed together and product is group of literals AND together. Here, literals means input to the combinational circuit. Let's learn about SOP form. SOP is group of product terms that are ORed together. Here, A dot C is individual term, A dot B dot C bar is another term, and A bar dot B dot C is another term. These three terms are ORed together and it makes SOP form, which is sum of product form. For SOP, we have to remember that A is equals to 1 and A prime is equals to 0. Here, this is the POS form. So POS is a group of sum terms that are AND together. For example, A plus B, this is individual term. A plus B prime plus C is individual term, and A plus B plus C is individual term. They are ORed with each other, and all of these terms are AND together. So for POS, we have to remember that A is equals to 0 and A prime is equals to 1. Next topic is canonical or standard SOP and POS. So what is canonical SOP form? In canonical or standard SOP form, all product terms must contain every literal, which means if the function contains three literals A, B, and C, every term must contain the literal itself or its complement. So this is the example of canonical SOP form, which is ABC plus ABC prime plus A prime BC. Next is canonical POS form. In canonical or standard POS form, all sum term must contain every literal, which means if a function takes input as A, B, and C, every term must contain the literal itself or its complement. Next is conversion from non-standard SOP form to standard SOP form. Here the question is function of ABC is equals to AC plus ABC prime. This is the non-standard SOP form. To convert it into the standard SOP form, the first step is to find missing literal in each product term. Here in the AC, missing literal is B, and in the A, B and C prime, all the literals are present. So the second step is to end that term with missing literal plus missing literals complement. So it will be equals to AC, B plus B prime plus A, B, C prime. Third step is to simplify the equation. So it will be equals to ABC plus AB prime C plus ABC prime. Next is conversion from non-standard POS form to standard POS form. So here the question is function of ABC is equals to A plus B dot A plus B prime plus C. Here, this is the non-standard POS form. To convert it into the standard POS form, first step is to find the missing literal in each sum term. So, in the term A plus B, the missing literal is C, and in the term A plus B prime plus C, all literals are present. So, the second step is to OR that term with missing literal dot missing literals complement. So, it will be equals to A plus B plus C dot C prime dot A plus B prime plus C. Third step is to simplify the equation. So it will be equals to A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C prime dot A plus B prime plus C. This is the standard POS form. Next topic is M notation, mean terms and max terms. Mean term is standard SOP form in which each individual term is known as mean term. And max term is standard POS form in which each individual term is known as max term. Here we know that for SOP, A is equals to 1 and A prime is equals to 0. So in row number 0, 0 regarding input A will be equals to A prime, 0 regarding input B will be equals to B prime, and 0 regarding input C will be equal to C prime. This is the example of SOP form, which means mean term will be in the form of SOP. So it will be A prime, B prime, and C prime. For row number 1, 0 will be A prime, 0 will be B prime, and 1 will be C. This will be mean term 1. For row number 2, 0 regarding input A will be A prime, 1 regarding input B will be B, and 0 regarding C is C prime, and so on. For max term, we have to consider POS form. So for POS form, we know that A equals to 0 and A prime equals to 1. So in the row number 0, 0 regarding input A will be A, 0 regarding input B will be B, and 0 regarding input C will be C. So the final term is A plus B plus C, which is in the form of POS form. And this max term is known as M0. Same for row number 1, 0 regarding input A will be A, 0 regarding input B will be B, and 1 regarding input C will be C prime. This term will be equals to M1. Mean terms are denoted by small m subscript I, and max term will be denoted by capital M subscript I. Next is example of mean term. Here we can see that A prime, B, and C prime term is present. So we know that A prime is 0, B is 1, and C prime is 0. So this is combination of mean term 2. Same for this will be 1, 1, and 1. This is combination of mean term 7. And A prime, B, C is combination of mean term 3. To write this, we have to write it like this: summation of m, this is small m, 2, 3 and 7. This is function ABC equals to summation of mean terms 2, 3 and 7. Next is we have to find SOP form of following truth table. So to find SOP of this truth table, we have to consider the term which have input 1. So this term have input 1, this term have input 1, this term have input 1 and this term have input 1, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, third term, 5, 6 and 7. So SOP form of this truth table is A prime, B, C. For this term, it will be A, B prime, C. For this term, it will be A, B, C prime. And for this term, it will be A, B, C. So this is conversion of truth table to SOP form. Next is example of max term. Here we know that A in the SOP form is 0, B is 0 and C is 1. So this term is max term 1. Same for this term, which is max term 2. And same this term, which is 1, 1, 1 is max term 7. So it will be product of max terms 1, 2 and 7. Next is to find POS form of following truth table. So for POS form, we have to consider the output 0. So this is 0, this is 0, this one is 0 and this one is 0. So we know that POS form 0 is A and 1 is A prime. So this will be A plus B plus C. This will be A plus B plus C prime. This will be A plus B prime plus C. And this will be A prime plus B plus C. So this is conversion of POS from following truth table. Next topic is methods to simplify the Boolean equations or expressions. So to solve the Boolean expression, we have 4 methods. First is algebraic method. Second is Carnot map method, which is K-map simplification. Third is Quine-McCluskey method, which is QM method. And fourth is variable entered mapping, which is VEM or MEV technique. We need this simplification to realize the circuit using minimum number of gates. So this method, which is algebraic method, is our simple Boolean algebra, which was covered in the module 1. This K-map method will be covering into the next video. Thank you.